My name is Ben Krause. I live in Wauchula, Florida, and my company is called Lightning Aerial LLC. So my family's been farming citrus in Central Florida for about 35 years. I'm the third generation to look after it, and we grow 6 different varieties on about 600 acres now. So I graduated high school in 2009, and like a lot of kids that grew up in a small town, I was headed out of here. I moved up to the Carolinas, went to school up there, and stayed there for about 10 years. But once my wife and I, our firstborn, entered our family, we felt the call to raise our family near family. We were up there by ourselves, had a great time, but we wanted our kids to know their aunts and their uncles and their grandparents. So we moved back to Florida in 2018 to take over management of the family citrus operation, and haven't looked back ever since. So we're growing 6 different types of citrus down here. The bell cow variety for the state of Florida as a whole, and also my family's operation, is the Valencia orange. It's the sweetest, the darkest color. It's the one that the juice processors like a lot. And so the names Tropicana, Simply Orange, Florida's Natural, those are the 3 biggest processors in our country, and they all have big facilities right here in Florida. And we've sold to all 3 of them over the course of our family's tenure farming citrus down here. We have had a really hard time the last 10 years especially producing citrus in the state of Florida. Primarily there's a plant disease called greening disease. It's transmitted by a small bug that feeds on it and inoculates our trees with a bacteria that makes the trees really sick. It doesn't kill them right away, but each year they become less and less productive, and there is no known cure for that disease right now. So we've had a really hard time with it. We are looking for new, novel ways to still give the trees what they need to be productive. But our production over the last 10 years has come down about 90%. And that's representative actually of the state as a whole. So we're struggling, but we're looking for ways to still stay afloat. I got into drones with the release of the T40. And I was looking for an option for us because when I moved back to Florida to start managing the groves, I was looking at our numbers and realized that we could not afford to continue spraying our groves 5 times a year with our tractor air blast sprayers like we always had. So I needed a way to cover the acres faster and more efficiently so that the trees would still get what they needed, but we would get a return on that investment from picking that crop. So what I learned pretty quickly was that what cost $200 an acre, maybe for 5 tractor sprays a year, I could get 9, maybe 10 drone sprays a year out of that same budget, which is a much better answer for a citrus tree. So we haven't looked back since the T40. We got a T50, and now super excited about rolling the J100 into our operation. The drone is much more user-friendly, to be honest. Our John Deere tractors, it seems like we can't walk into the John Deere dealer without $1,000 for even the smallest part. And even a lot of those issues that we were having with the tractor, you had to have the certified tech to come out and plug the $20,000 laptop into just to tell you what was wrong. And so one of the things that we've really loved about the drones is just how modular they are. We've had 3 crashes, all pilot error, since we started flying, and I fixed them all myself, just from Agri Spray's help and guidance and plug and play parts. So it's made it really, really easy, allowed us to respond faster to issues and keep covering acres. So with previous drones, I had to, for an orchard setting, which is 90% of what I do, I had to map everything ahead of time. We would process through software and create 3D flight missions where every turn, every altitude, I had to manually input, check, and make sure it was ready to go. The J100, one of the things I'm most excited about with it is now with the LiDAR technology for altitude adjustments, and also looking forward and seeing things and planning around it coming, I'm gonna be able to drop points with the hand-drawn feature and cut out probably a week of mapping for every grove that I spray. And so immediately there's gonna be a huge time saver and it will do a better job. Honestly, that LiDAR is better than my little 3D model and clicking around on my mouse all day and seeing, navigating obstacles. So it's gonna be an invaluable tool for our operation. Before I came back to join the family farm, I was working in the financial services industry as a CPA, and it was a good job, had a clear corporate ladder to climb. But as I would come home to my kids every day, it kind of bothered me that they would ask me what I did that day, and I couldn't explain it to them. And so as soon as I had the opportunity to come back to agriculture and include my kids in what I do every day, that was just so rewarding for me and worthwhile. I look at my 4-year-old and he knows that Daddy grows oranges for a living. That's an oversimplification for sure, but the fact that he can be a part of what I'm doing, and even already as a young boy, see himself doing that himself one day, is just a really cool wheel that I feel like I get to be a part of. Growing food for a living is just really, really gratifying. Being proud of what you're doing, a product that tastes good, that looks good, I can share it with other people and they enjoy it. It means a lot to me that that's the way I get to make a living. My kids love Legos, and my son, he would build a dinosaur, he would build a truck or whatever, but the first time I took him out on a spray job with me, just to kind of show him what I was doing every day, I came back a week later and with his Legos, he had built a drone. He was saying, "Daddy, look at that, it's a drone." And that was a really cool thing for me, that I could see him connecting the dots, that I can be a part of what Dad does every day.